Hey folks, welcome back to the Portable Gamer. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator, and welcome back to Gallup, New Mexico. So, this is not, well, it's our 389, because every 389 we drive is our 389, but this is not the 389 day cab that we have been driving. This is a new, much more ridiculous 389 that I just built. Same motor, the 842 horsepower Cummins N14.20. Love it. And we are going to take this crane, this mobile crane, and we're going to take it from Gallup up to Farmington, and then we're going to try to get from Farmington over to Raton. So many possibilities. Either way, we're headed over here next. And what I'd like to do is kind of close out this side of the map, even though we've been everywhere here before. There's a couple roads down here. Close out this side of the map and start making our way back up this way, because I think in the next few weeks, the Oregon DLC is going to drop. I think. And I'll tell you why that's a pretty good looking rig. Yeah. I think that looks very appropriate. Yep. Love the flat top sleeper with the wing. Right. 111 miles. Won't take too long at all to get up there, and that kind of suits me, the way I'm feeling today. So here's what's going on. I'll bring you up to speed. So I have been fighting American Truck Simulator. It's going on 2200 here, and I have been fighting with this game since noon. And apparently when it updated to 1.31.0.88, and that happened yesterday or earlier today. Well, apparently some people that had updated mods for 1.31 will need to update them again for the new one. Hey man, that's why it's a beta. That's why it's an open beta. So I had some crashes. Really don't have many crashes with this game at all. So that was kind of weird almost. But like I said, it's an open beta. It's you know, we as the community are testing the patch, and when it's good, it'll become official, and then everybody can get their mods caught up to it. But in the meantime, yeah, it's a little bit like that, yo. So I also got to thinking that typically SCS, when they drop a patch, they drop a DLC and vice versa. So I'm thinking, and yeah, my voice is going. I've been on the phone all day. I've been working, I'm trying to make some money. Typically when SCS drops a DLC, they also drop a patch and vice versa. And we know they're dropping 1.31, and we know they're dropping Oregon. Yep. No damage, but that was pretty awful. And I knew it was going to happen. I looked over because I knew it was going to happen. Oh my goodness. Shouldn't even be doing this right now. So I think Special Transport DLC for ATS is going to come out around the same time as Oregon. That's my bet. And on the ETS side, I don't know if you saw, but there's going to be a Baltic DLC. Now, ProMods already covers the Baltic region. Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, you know your Baltic states. But now SCS is going to have an official DLC. So I'm curious to see how SCS and ProMods get together on that, because I know there in the past there have been, like, there's the Scandinavia DLC from SCS, right? But then ProMods has a big extended DLC up into Scandinavia. Same with France, right? Vive la France doesn't cover all of France. But ProMods does, down into Spain. So I guess what I'm saying is, now that that DLC is announced, and I'm sure SCS and ProMods collaborate, but now that it's announced, I'm wondering how long it's going to take for ProMods 2.30 to come out, because it sounds like there's going to have to be some kind of significant changes, maybe. I don't know, or maybe they work together on the whole thing. I don't know, but that's what's going on. So now I'm also wondering what the complimentary DLC for ETS is going to be, because they always travel in pairs: a Sith Lord and an apprentice. Always there are two. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see what's going on there. But in the meantime, yeah, just fighting with ATS a little bit. ETS is somewhat stable, but I haven't even begun to get into 1.31 for ETS, and I know that's going to be a nightmare because I have so many mods. So that's what's going on there. Face tracking is still on hold. I can't get it working, and the reason why is I'm in a rolling office chair, and what I've realized is, for it to work, you need to be in a game chair. Your torso and your shoulders need to be stationary, and you need to have good static light on your face. It's the only way it'll work. If you're in a rolling chair, your torso and your shoulders are moving around too much, and consequently, the face tracking is seeing the movement of your torso and shoulders as movement of your face and your head. And I think that would be a problem even if I've got a no hardware system, but I think even if I went track IR with the infrared transmitters, the little infrared lights, I suspect I would have the same problem. So for the moment, face tracking is turned off, and it's going to be off for a minute. Also, I found something out. If you listen to the last few videos, there's been some audio clicking, and I've been trying like hell to track it down, and I finally found out, right? So here's what happened. I was using OBS, and I was becoming very frustrated with OBS, and in particular trying to capture a game called Cattle and Crops. I found Shadowplay, which works fantastic. The only thing is, as you know, I can't monitor my audio levels in real time, so I have no idea what they are. I just have to kind of trial and error, or do a test video or whatever. And there's an option in Shadowplay for a second audio channel, so then you have your game audio on one channel, not left and right, it's like a whole separate surround sound channel. You have your game audio on one channel, one track I guess is a better way to say it, and then you have your microphone track on another. But I was using an app called Shotcut for editing, and Shotcut doesn't recognize multi-track audio. So then I found an app by DaVinci called Resolve, which does, and it's fantastic. But I was getting this clicking, so I went to a thread, and you type in DaVinci Resolve Shadowplay audio click, and immediately you get back a bunch of threads saying, well, when Shadowplay encodes audio, it encodes it as an MP3, and DaVinci Resolve cannot process MP3. So then, what I could do is, I know I keep seeing it pause. I'll just 51 more miles, and then I'm done for the day. Just gonna hang in there, 51 more miles. So, what I would need to do is I would need to run the file through Handbrake to re-encode the audio, and then, I'm sorry, reverse that, run it through Handbrake to stabilize the frame rate on the video, and then run it through Audacity to re-encode the audio. And I said, you know what, it's not it's not worth it. I'm just going to take it straight out of Shadowplay and upload it to YouTube, and I'll have to test every sim before I play it to confirm my audio levels. But yeah, I realized I had just added like layer after layer after layer to the production chain, which is fine if you're not experiencing any degradation or loss of signal, as long as everything stays super groovy. But I started to realize that it wasn't. The best results that I've had have either been straight up from OBS or straight up from Shadowplay, and stop all those middle steps. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just go straight up from Shadowplay, and we'll see how everything sounds. So that's what's going on there. So that's ATS, ETS, face tracking, audio clicking. Yep, I think that's everything on my list. And my RAM is ordered. Should be here in the next week or two. Probably actually less than that, and we'll call it a week. I'm still thinking back to years ago when you ordered something and you had to wait a week or two, and now everything's there the following day. So looking forward to that. What else? Yeah, that's it. Oh, really? All right. That's everything on my list. That's all I got. I'm going to hit this vape. That'll be great for my throat. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Much better. That's perfect. And I did, when I was prowling around putting this truck together, I did find the air pipes for the top of the cleaners, and all that chrome is just fantastic. And I love, like, you read a thread and people are like, oh yeah, don't put the hood mirrors on. Every time you add a mirror, it kills your frame rate. And I'm like, what if I add a piece of chrome, which is essentially a giant mirror that's also curved and all like distorted? I have no idea what that's doing to FPS. We're holding pretty good. We're holding in towns, we're in mid 30s to mid 40s. We get out in the desert, we go up to 60. So I'm happy with that. Looking forward to Oregon. Don't know why they didn't do Texas, other than it's gigantic. I mean, they have to at some point, because it's the, if they start filling in the middle, if they do Colorado and Utah, those are both beautiful states. And if they do Washington and Idaho to go next to Oregon, I don't know. They're going to need to start working their way east at some point. They're going to have to do Texas. So we'll see. Right, quick delivery tonight. I think I might, depending on how I feel, I might knock out the train vid tonight. But the thing is, I don't have to render those anymore, so that was another step. And if I'm not rendering, then I can just put them on a jump drive and take them over to my other machine and send them up to the tube, to the YouTube. So we'll see. I don't know if I want to record anything else tonight. I do love the sound of this truck, though. Makes me very happy. This looks like a couple of 90-degree turns here. See if I can do this without hooking a car. Man, I hate when I do that, because it's always so completely avoidable. It's one of those things where that's just your fault, nobody else's. And when I was having those crashes earlier, I verified my cache, I verified my game file integrity. I mean, if I open the developer console, I can see where the errors are coming from. I can see the mods that haven't been updated yet. And it's just, It's just the thing. If I was still on 1.30, everything would be fine. But if I want to be a fancy pants, right, and go all open beta, then it comes with the territory. Right. So we'll make a turn here. I guess we've been here before. I don't remember being in Farmington on this profile, but clearly I have been. Right. Also had the craziest glitch with my Skybox, and I'm not running free shade or anything. Yeah, the chrome looks awful, but those mirrors, these are the 1.31 mirrors. It said they changed what you see or how you see it or something. I think that's a pretty good looking mirror, and that's low res too. I mean, we've got the mirrors turned down to try to spare some FPS. I think those look fantastic, especially that bottom one. I love it. Right, let's see if we can get in here without causing any mayhem. Boy, that air pipe right in the way. Oh. Thought I was going to make it. Right. Can I make it? Can I make it? Maybe. Fantastic. Well, we'll get a few bonus points for the drop-off. No damage, on time. It's only a short trip. Beautiful. Right. Folks, thanks for stopping back to check out the Portable Gamer. Thanks for joining us for another episode of American Truck Simulator. And we'll see you next time. Take care now.